Welcome back, everyone, to Global War 1914 and Operation Albatross. This is the fall-winter of 1912, the turn for the Ottoman Empire. And a couple of things to do here. We are at war. This is the start of the First Balkan War, so we are at war with Greece, Bulgaria, Montenegro, and Serbia. And so I got some moves to do. Fortunately, we've been kind of preparing for this and shuffling some guys around through Macedonia and just the Balkans in general. But let's go ahead, let's get to our purchases. So we have our usual $11 to spend. We're going to spend 4 of it and purchase a railroad that's going to link up Syria and northern Iraq. And then we're going to purchase 2 infantry for $6, and then our final dollar we're going to spend and try and influence Greece. So they're at stage 2 in favor of the British right now. Let's see if we can get them down to stage 1. All right, we have 1 technology roll, and previously we had hit on wartime economy, and I think this time around we are going to go for defense in depth. All right, so defense in depth, we need a 7 or higher for that. Let's see if we can hit on it. And we do with a 12. Nice. All right. So I'm going to move that up to stage 1. All right. And let's see. Let's go ahead and roll for our diplomacy. This is for Greece. And we need a 2 or less. And not even close. All right. Trying to influence Greece towards our side while we're at war with them. The audacity. Okay, so let's come over to the mini-map here. And go through the combat moves. We really only have 1 combat. We're going to do attrition attack from southeastern Macedonia into Thessaly, and that's with our artillery there. So we need to hit at a 1 on that. And let's see if luck favors us today. And nope, it doesn't. We roll a 5. Okay, so that does it for combat. Technically, we do have another combat move, and that's going to be these ships are going to go into port here in Constantinople. The reason it's a combat move is because these Italian subs would have the option to attack because we are in their sea zone and we are technically making a move. And so they're going to decline that and just kind of hang out there in M7. So we still are technically at war with the Italians. That will end at the end of this turn, however, unless a random event extends it. Okay, so the combat is done, and now we just have non-combat. We're going to take an infantry and an artillery from Central Macedonia, and they're going to move into Northwest Macedonia to cover the Serbian front there. We're going to take just 2 infantry from Eastern Macedonia, move them to Central. That's going to leave 1 infantry in Eastern Macedonia. Get a sculpt out for that. And then our final move here is going to be to take 2 infantry from Constantinople, move them into Thrace, and then along with an artillery. Now, Bulgaria is going to have, and this is going to happen on the United States turn, Bulgaria is going to have a lot of options to attack, with the exception of Thrace. I don't think that they can attack Thrace, but they can attack anywhere here, anywhere here in Macedonia, in any of these Macedonian territories that they border, which actually also includes Northwest Macedonia. So, but Thrace is considered home country, and I don't think during the Balkan Wars, just like it is with the Italian wars, I don't think that they can attack home country. So, this militia here is in Eastern, yeah, he's in Eastern Macedonia. Okay. So let's go ahead and place down some units now that all of our moves are completed. So we got the 2 infantry. They're going to go into Constantinople. And you'll see, I don't think I explained this. You'll see an icon right here. That's a 3. So that is what's referred to as a manpower icon. And this represents how many infantry class units that you can place down in a turn. So our maximum here is 3. Now, when we, and I don't think I mentioned this when we upgraded this major factory, but when you upgrade a facility, it does consume one of these manpower slots. So, at that point, you would only be able to put down 2 infantry class units. Now, artillery does not count towards this number. Artillery is specifically created only at factories, and they consume a factory production slot. So, and each size of factory has its own limits to how many units can be built in a turn. So, which can be expanded by researching the technology to improve factories. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and we got to put down our railroad, and it's just going to link the border here between Syria and northern Iraq. All right, that will allow us to utilize our one strategic rail move to get forces down to Iraq really quickly, because once World War I breaks out, that's going to be a very strategic location on the map when against the British. So very important that we focus on there and get ready for that. Okay, so we spent all of our money, and we will collect $11 for next turn and have 11 in the bank. And that will do it for the Ottomans. Next up will be the United States. Thanks so much for watching. Or no, it will be Russia. My bad. So next up will be Russia and then the United States. All right, until next time, take it easy. Bye for now.